Hello, welcome to episode 2 of Cooking with Sequoia. So today we're making cauliflower mashed potatoes on his website. That is what it's called. But the cauliflower that we had has gone rancid, which we didn't know. So we are going to be making a mashed potatoes and gravy. Oh shoot, it's called mashed potatoes and gravy on Medical Medium. But he uses cauliflower. Yeah, we'll take more of an in-depth what's going on, but first we're going to get these cubed peeled potatoes into the steamer because they do take quite a while. On this recipe it says that the potatoes only take 10 to 15 minutes to steam, which for us is not the case. It always takes 25 minutes. I don't know if it's the thickness of the potato, because we really like the potato, so we try to fit as much as we can into this steamer. And so I think I'm going to do just slightly undercooked, because putting it in the blender to make the mashed potatoes, I just feel like it might be too mashy if I really cook them properly. Okay, so coming over here, I'm putting them on, I don't know, we are going to get a new camera because I really want to make this a more professional type of cooking show. So stay tuned. But I put it to the grains 25 on the glass steamer, and I just press start. So, oh wait, I just said I wasn't going to do that though, and I will forget. Manual. Oh, 20. What should I do? Okay, so that's what we're working with. And for the cauliflower mashed potatoes, he says, of course, 1 large head of cauliflower. I didn't have that. He said 2 potatoes, so instead I did 3, because that's all that can fit in the blender. The steamer. Oh, and then he said to steam these 2 garlic cloves. We've never done that, so I'm going to pop these in. I personally feel like they're going to get over-steamed, steaming them with the potatoes, so I'm just going to probably take them out after a couple minutes, or at least put a fork in it and feel how it is. Okay, so the rest of the ingredients for the mashed potatoes aren't going to be added until the potatoes are steamed. So we're going to move on to the mushroom gravy. What we have here is king oyster mushrooms. I barely have it chopped up because we're going to set aside he says a cup, we'll see what I do, of these mushrooms to put on top. Then we have 3/4 of an onion. We have 4 garlic cloves. On his recipe, it says here 2 garlic cloves, but if you watched our episode 1, I always double a garlic in any recipe, so there's 4. And then lastly, we have sun-dried tomatoes, which I did myself in the oven. Then we have here some rosemary, thyme, and sage. And so it says, in a large pan, steam mushroom, onion, garlic, sun-dried tomato, and herbs in 2 cups of water until tender. I've never ever cooked mushrooms in my entire life, so I'm a little bit anxious. So let's get started. I think I'm just going to because I feel like this is too much rosemary. I think I'm just going to add a little bit there, some sage, and then some thyme. Just do that. Which we went to the grocery store just for this, just for these herbs. I said, does it really make a difference? It does. I just didn't want to go to the store. So I'm just going to do a rough chop. It doesn't say to, but I feel like it's just kind of weird not to. This is all going to be blended up anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But that's what I'm going to do. Okay, kind of nervous. He doesn't say anything specific in the directions to like do one first. So I'm just going to plop it all in with this water. And it says place the rest of the mushrooms and broth into the blender with half a teaspoon of olive oil, blah, blah, blah. He doesn't say when it's done. This is the thing with medical medium recipes. It's kind of like, go for it. I'm all for it, but this is why I want to just kind of start this cooking channel. A few reasons, but he doesn't really explain in the recipes. So, yeah. I'll just get that ready for me. So we're going to see, and we're going to test it. Okay, so come on over here, and I'm going to heat it up to 8. I don't know. Anytime I'm ever cooking, I always put the thing to 8. And I'm going to have it get heated up just a little bit. It says potatoes are an important food for those who are heavy thinkers and those recovering from stress damage and adrenal exhaustion. They're also particularly beneficial for depression, insomnia, sleep disorders, brain fog, and stress-related illnesses. Potatoes are also known to be good for promoting cardiovascular health and highly beneficial for reducing the risk of heart attack, stroke, COPD, and something I can't pronounce, atherosclerosis. So that's one of the main ingredients. And what's awesome about this recipe is that it's all plant-based. These are antiviral, antibacterial ingredients. So it's not only is it hopefully going to be delicious, it's also extremely nutritious. So he also goes on about garlic and mushrooms, which I may talk about. I'm just going to feel. Okay. I don't think he says to put any oil. Let's see. He says the olive oil after. Okay. I'm going to just dump it. It don't feel hot yet, but I don't know. Okay. Every last drop. Put that over there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this kind of like saute up, cook up a little bit. And then I'm going to add in the water. Oh yeah, get that flashlight Fuji. Actually, I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I'll add in the water now. I don't know. You don't say. Now, I love to cook, which is why I'm wanted to do these series. But I am horrendous at following a recipe. So, I'm not horrendous. It's more just like I read it and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do this. So it's more like that. I'm just going to put in those herbs. Everything I just said, I decided to go against. I'm putting the herbs in now. And I'm really not totally sure what I'm waiting for. Okay, so this is what the gravy is looking like. It smells pretty delicious, and he doesn't say a specific time when this is done, but he actually does say to put everything in here and I just read it. Yeah, and put everything in here until it's tender. Now, as someone who's never made mushrooms, I don't know, but obviously I have a fork so I can test it. I added just a smidge more thyme because I felt like it needed it. It smells delicious. And all I'm going to do is literally cook this until tender. And then we're going to go back to the mashed potatoes because I've just set this aside. And then we're going to go and blend the mashed potatoes and do some awesome magic work. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe I'll test it now.
Gravy.
I loved gravy, and I specifically loved, I kind of feel like it should steam. I don't know. I'm going to have it steam a little bit. I'm going to put it on 2. So I'm going to try this. I need everything to be lukewarm. Whoa, that broth is actually really good.
Is it?
Yeah, now this still feels like hot as shit. Oh my god, it's so hot.
Is it?
Okay.
You dripping everywhere.
I kind of did that for the video. Well, not the drip, but my dinosaur thing. Wait. This is going to be good. Okay. So it does say to set aside a portion of mushroom and to put on top. So we're going to blend this up, obviously to make the gravy, but a portion of mushroom is going to go on top so we can add it on. I never liked mushrooms until I did a 55-day fast, not that crazy, juice fast. And yeah, ever since then, love mushroom. Now, I don't know how much thick mushroom I want.
You can always chop them.
Well, I know. I meant on top.
Oh, I see.
No, I want mushroom in here. Okay, I think I'm going to do this much. Now, I just did 1 portion, so I'll just turn this baby off. All right, the potatoes have just beeped, and I'm going to feel if they're fork tender, which they are, but they do have a little bit of give. So I'm going to go ahead and blend it up. I feel like this is fine. It does say when I blend it to add olive oil and some sea salt. Yeah. So, beep, beep. Here's the olive oil and sea salt. And I'm going to, I think it would be better to put it in the bigger blender. So I'm literally going to put all these potatoes right into the blender. And also, if you are going to make this recipe, make sure, oh, I totally forgot about the garlic. Let's feel that. Oh, it's fine.
Here, I'll grab this one for testing purposes.
The garlic's totally fine, so you can leave that in, no problem. Because it was out of sight, out of mind really quick. Make sure if you're going to blend up potatoes that are just like steaming hot or just like anything hot in the blender, make sure to have this little piece open at first or it could explode because I've like actually almost blown my face off like mixing potatoes. So just a tidbit. Okay. Where did I put that salt? Oh, here it is. How's the lighting?
It's so good.
Now we don't eat a lot of salt, so I'm gonna see like how much this is, and we also don't need a lot of olive oil. So I'm just gonna do a bit of a drizzle and see like where we're at, because of course we want that consistency. But I'm not trying to like kill myself. We just got off of a fast, so we'll see. Okay. So let's see. See how I did that? Because you want to let out the steam. If you just close it, it's fine, but it could like expand, which is why this one's actually a wonky shape. All right. So I'm going to pulse it. And I'm just going to keep doing this because if you over mix mashed potatoes, it gets this gummy consistency. So I'll just get one of these because I want mashed potatoes, but I don't want gum. So I'm just going to wipe down the sides. And I can see that it is mashed potato-like on the side, but not on the top. So kind of mashing it. Whoa! That's enough salt. Oh my God. I thought I just did a pinch.
No, girl. I was like,
whoa!
I was pinching my teeth while you was doing that. I was like, whoa.
I was wondering why the cameraman looked like repulsed.
Well, I wasn't.
We're going to have to do some more steamed potatoes because that is so salty.
Well, it's not really mixed either too well.
I got it. Okay. I thought I did a pinch. Okay. Now the rest I like to do with a fork so it doesn't get gummy. You can pause.
Okay.
So this is how the mashed potatoes came out. Now it's still a little bit chunky, so I just am getting a fork and smashing down the rest. But as you can see, I mean, it's very, very creamy without being gummy. So, and I personally feel like it was too much salt. Now, I used to be a salt fiend, so that would have been nothing. But they taste amazing. Now, I'm going to get the mushroom gravy. And what MM says to do is to pour the mushroom gravy into here and add a little bit of the mashed potatoes as the thickener. So I'm going to scoop all of this good. It smells so good to me. Alright, that seems pretty okay to like kind of dump now. Okay, in true Sequoia fashion, you got this. Don't break the pan.
That bad way out.
Yeah. Woo! Okay, 1, 2, 3, hot. Okay. Whew. Okay. Come on over here. We're gonna get 1/4 of a cup. So I'm just gonna do probably like this much. Put it in there. Oh, don't mind if I do. Okay. Now I think I'm gonna use the pulse.
You gotta do the same thing, I think.
Now you want to close that baby. Never mind. I'm gonna do a high. All right. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Good.
Subtle, delicious, not salty, which is going to go great on the salty potatoes. I like this. What we've all been waiting for, the ending. This is the mushroom gravy that I'm going to pour right on top. That's what I'm going to start with. Okay, well, it doesn't look that appetizing. It's gravy. Gravy never looks appetizing. I razzle-dazzled a little bit of rosemary to go on top, and then I forgot that I accidentally grew this green onion. I just forgot about it and it grew again. So, we're going to give this a good old try. Are we ready? This is everything I wanted. This is so good. It kind of looks like cat puke. I love mashed potatoes and gravy, and this is so good. I love it. 10 out of 10, recommend. That is episode 2 of Cooking with Sequoia. This is the behind the scenes. This is Tenzin, the cameraman.
Cameraman. All right. This is a hefty bowl. Oh, wow. This does taste like mashed potatoes and gravy.
Tastes like Thanksgiving.
I like this better, actually, than...
Me too.
Because, like, I don't know what people was putting in that gravy, but the consistency was disgusting. This...
Yeah?
I think most people would eat this up.
I agree.
Even if they're not, like...
I agree. As long as we don't say it's vegan, even though mashed potatoes and gravy is usually vegan, we're good. Awesome.